Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new, my name is Rachel and this is my reaction to the don'ts of visiting Miami, Florida. So let's go check this out.
Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here on South Beach in Miami Beach. And today what we have for you are the don'ts of visiting Miami, because it doesn't matter if you're coming here for a weekend away, a bachelorette party, or you're coming through on a cruise. There's some definite do's and don'ts when you come to Miami. And my first don't for you, for anyone that comes here, is don't forget to look at your bill when you go to the restaurant. Why? Well, service charges, i.e. tipping, may already be added onto your bill. Here on South Beach, everywhere we went, 20% already added on, 21% already added on, whether it was drinks, whether it was a bar, whether it was restaurants, whatever. So make sure you're looking to see, because they'll still have a little place for you to write tips, like more tips on your bill. So you might end up tipping 40% on a bill and not realize it. So do take a look. Now, it's not everywhere, like here on South Beach, yeah, it was pretty much everywhere. But we were in downtown Miami, we ate this great Peruvian restaurant, didn't have the service charge already on there, so we needed to write it in. So just have a heads up with that, okay? And I think another important...
This is so strange to me. Like, is this something that is legal? I mean, tips, for them to be adding it to the receipt. Like, can't I decide not to tip? Must I tip? Like, I don't get it. It blew me off. This is a shocker, really.
thing, when you're looking at service here in Miami, don't expect great service when you're here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had multiple people come up to me. Actually, I bumped into two of my old students, Maggie, who's getting married, and Tiffany, and they're like, Mark, please make sure you mention how bad the service is here in Miami. You're gonna have to wait, it's gonna take time, and people aren't gonna really care if you're happy or not with your service. Now, it's not like that everywhere. I mean, it happens a lot on South Beach, but it doesn't happen everywhere in Miami. But just know that service is not gonna be like wowing you when you're here. And maybe part of that is because they already know that 20% service charge is already charged on. But just something to have a heads up on. So have some more patience with your waiter. Know that it might take a little bit longer to get your food, longer to get your drink. 'Cause, you know, it's Miami, man. What else are you gonna do? We're here for the beach. We're here for the sun. We're here to relax. So just have a heads up for that. And I guess since I'm here on South Beach, I think I should really talk about some of the other, like, kind of going out don'ts you want to make sure you don't do. One, don't do the bottle service. Whether you're going to a cabana thing or you're going to a bar or a club, you will save a lot more money if you just order drink by drink versus the bottle service. Also, another thing they'll do is you'll go to a South Beach restaurant or bar and you'll order a beer. Like, oh, they're like, what size? Medium. Like, well, you know, we've got a 2-for-1 special with the large beers, or a 3-for-1 specials with this, and you're thinking, oh, that's going to be a deal. Sure, I'll go for that. But you'll notice they don't tell you the price, okay? So my don't for you is don't do the 2-for-1s, don't do the 3-for-1s
The actual
looking
price.
at the actual price for that deal. I know my friend and I'm like, I have to see how much it's going to cost just to like check it out, because I was ordering a medium beer and the lady's like, oh, we have a 2-for-1 large beer special. I'm like, all right, I got to see what it is. And I'm not joking, for 2 big beers, I mean, they were big beers, I'll give them that too. When the 2-for-1 thing happened, I still paid $45 for 2 beers and a service tip and taxes added on. But what's great with those 2-for-1 deals or 3-for-1 deals, they always like to bring you the check and say, look how much you saved. This would have been $90 and you only paid $45. I'm like, for 2 beers, you gotta be crazy. So don't fall for the 2-for-1 or 3-for-1. Make sure you're looking at the menu to see what the real prices are. And another thing is, when people here on South Beach, I mean, this gets happening like during the evening times, and a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to spend all this money on alcohol. I'll just go to the CVS, the Walgreens, and go buy some alcohol in the evening, and we'll just drink and do that. Oh, no. My don't for that is, don't expect to be able to buy alcohol, at least here on South Beach, after 8 o'clock at night. They want you spending that money in the restaurants, in the bars, and so it's not open. I mean, there's a CVS right over there that I've been multiple times, and I have multiple people ask me, hey, where's the alcohol, man? I'm like, look, they don't have alcohol at that CVS on South Beach. If you walk down there and take a right, there's a Walgreens that has an alcohol annex, but it has to be separated. So just be ready for that. So pick up your booze if you want to do that and save some money. Pick that up before 8 o'clock at night. Now, my next don't for you is something that I'm sure everybody that's from Miami really wants to make sure I say, and that is, look, don't think that South Beach is actually in Miami. I'm actually in Miami Beach. South Beach is Miami Beach. You go over this causeway from Miami to Miami Beach to get to South Beach. So don't think that South Beach is actually technically in Miami. I mean, it's in the Miami metropolitan area, but just have a heads up for that. And also, I think it's important to say is, don't think that Miami is just South Beach.
Oh,
Look, this city has a
different,
lot of different areas for you to
beautiful
go
places.
explore. I mean, yes, you can go to Little Havana, which I'll talk about later, and, you know, with Cayocho, and you can go to the cigar
Oh,
factories, the
beautiful
cigar
places.
shops, and you go eat some
This
great
is-
food and drink and make merry when you're there. But the thing is, it's more than that. I mean, you can go to Coral Gables and see the nice shopping that's there. There's some good eating there. You got the Key Biscayne. I mean, heck, you could get a car and go out to the Everglades and do a tour out there. I mean, there's a lot of things to do here in Miami that's not just South Beach. And the thing is I think it's really important also to mention that don't think Miami is just a crazy party heaving kind of place.
Honestly, thank God you mentioned this because for me, each time I hear Miami, I feel like, oh my God, it must be a very, really mad place. Like you're gonna see naked people on the street, you're gonna see ladies in their bikinis walking from one hotel to the other. Like I always see it as a very crazy, party place from morning till night, 247. There's going to be partying and, just somewhere to relax and have fun. That is my assumption of Miami. And let me see, I'm surprised to hear now that, okay, don't think that Miami is a party time all the time. Whoa, I'm shocked. Like, this is a shocker as well.
24/7. It's not. I mean, it's
Oh, really?
pretty chillax here in the morning on South Beach. Yes, this part of South Beach on Ocean Drive gets crazy at night. But
Okay,
mostly on the
at
weekend.
night, okay,
During the
okay.
weekdays, out of tour
Like
season,
this.
it's pretty chill here. And if you actually go south of 5th Street, and you go down there's like really chillax restaurants. Like it is night and day. This part of
Whoa.
Ocean Drive versus going south of 5th. And you go throughout the city and you see that, look, Miami's a real city. It's not just a
It's not
tourist destination. You go to downtown Miami,
It's
I mean,
the
you got
real
really cool
city for
museums. You
me,
got the Frost
guys.
Science Museum, you got the Perez Art
Like,
Museum in Miami
really,
and Dade County.
really.
You have like good stuff to see down there. You go to the planetarium with the Frost. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do downtown. Or you can go
Oh
to
my God.
Brickell and you can
This
go
is
down
so
there and
cracking.
have a good time and hit some bars up there. It's not all
Party,
like party
all the
It's
time.
real people having real life
Okay.
doing real things, and you'll see that when you explore, especially outside of South Beach. So
Okay.
don't just stay in South Beach.
Okay.
Go out and explore.
Okay, this is interesting
Now, when you're looking
right
at
now.
times to come to Miami, I want to tell you right now, don't come in July and August. The
Oh.
heat, humidity, it's just, it's Florida.
Oh,
Okay, you got
okay.
the Everglades not too far away. I mean, it's just like, I'm melting. You will feel that way in July and August. I mean, and then you have hurricane season, which is, kind of like July through October, early November, somewhere around there. I mean, there's times
This
you
is
don't
beautiful.
need to come if you don't have to, if you can plan your trip. I would say December through May is fantastic. 'Cause you got great weather. Restaurants are still going. There's still stuff happening. So
Okay.
that would be my preferred time to come because I'm more built for you're going to die when it's 105 degrees outside kind of guy. So have a heads up for that. Now, another don't I have for you, and this is my friend Adrian, who's actually from here. Is like, Mark, please tell people, don't drive in Miami if you don't have to, because the driving totally sucks. And finding parking is not really a fun thing. And when you're going around, you'll see there's tourists that are here, there's locals that are going to work, there's traffic jams all the time. It
So
gets
just use the
really kind of
flexing.
frustrating. So if you can use Uber and Lyft all over town. It's
Okay.
super simple to do. And they're relatively quick in getting you no matter where you are in the city, which I thought was wonderful.
Okay.
Another thing that really gets you with the driving is you actually see people that'll come here and they'll rent a Ferrari or a muscle car and they'll be like, yeah, I'm cool. And they'll rev it and drive it. And, sometimes they know how to drive it, so it makes it a little more complicated. So just don't drive if you don't have to. And the thing is, if you're driving into Miami, another don't I have for you is don't think that valet parking is going to put your car in someplace super special. Because a lot of times what it is they're just going to go park your car in one of the normal garages, okay? So it's not like you're going to the super secret, valet garage. It's probably just a municipal garage, and they're just going to triple charge you for the, privilege of them parking for you. Now, I'm not going to say don't do the valet parking because it can save some headaches, but just have a heads up for that. And I think that gets me into another one. Don't forget your usual travel safety when you're here in Miami.
Okay.
You don't leave anything of value in your car. You don't leave your stuff unattended when you're on the beach because things do disappear. Also, if you're going to be going out at night,
Yeah.
don't think, I'm just going to walk those 20 blocks or whatever to get in there. It'll be fine. Take the Ubers, take the lifts, take the taxis so you are safe. And obviously, another don't when it comes to safety is don't forget your sunblock and sun protection
very
all
important.
year round. It's not just when you're going to South Beach and hitting the beaches. If you're walking around Little Havana for a few hours having drinks and eats and
that's somewhat
loving life,
disgusting.
well, you're still going to get burned. So make sure you're putting lots of sunblock on. reapply it often. Have a hat. You know, you want to be safe when you're here because
Now
the
this
heat
is
and
what
humidity
I'm
can
talking
really get you. But it's
about.
truly the sun
Like
that can be
this
really
is a
dangerous
picture
when
we
you come here.
get, you
Now,
know,
speaking of Little
of
Havana, my
Miami.
next stone for you is don't skip out on Cuban culture when you are here in Miami. I mean,
Mm.
there's so many fantastic Cuban restaurants that you can go to. Yes, you have a Cuban Santa, so you go to Versailles, and you have, you know, it's ham, it's cheese, it's mustard, it's got pickle, it's got pulled pork, it's on Cuban bread.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. That's a must. But there's a lot of other great Cuban food when you're here. Anytime you get the croquettes is always fine, but my favorite is the lechon asado, which is
Oh,
roasted
this is
pork.
beautiful.
Oh my
This
God,
is looking
it is
like African
phenomenal.
food.
Another
It's
great
a-
thing I love is vaca frita, which is like
Mm.
really, really thinly cut steak. It means cow fried. I mean, it's so good. And if you get tostones or just plain old plantains, I mean, there's just so much good Cuban food when you're
Mm.
here. So don't pass it up. You can get Cuban food all over the city. I mean, yes, you can get it here in South Beach. It'll be overpriced, but it'll still be good. But you can get it all over. But I suggest, you know, going to Little Havana and have it there. And when you go to Little Havana, walk down the street, you know, Calle Ocho, you know, go through there. You see their little walk of fame that's there. You see all these little, you know, the guys playing dominoes like you see on TV. I mean, it's like, hey, wow, this is just like what I saw on TV all the time with Miami. And when you go there, restaurants, bars, you go to the Bay of Pigs Memorial that's there. I recommend reading all the plaques that are there to truly get a better understanding of the community.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of little, you know, places that'll help you learn more about the community. Go visit some of the cigar factories, the cigar stores that are, even if you don't smoke cigars. I mean, I don't, but I enjoyed going to it because I got to learn something. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can enjoy with Cuban culture when you're here. Having said all this great Cuban stuff you can do when you're here, another don't I have for you is don't think it's just Cuban culture when you're in Miami. You have a large Haitian population that's come here. You have a large Puerto Rican population that's come here. So there's a lot of different stuff you can have. Yes, you can have mofongos when you're here. You can have some fantastic Haitian food when you're here. Heck, I had some of the best Thai food I've had in my entire life here in Miami in Coral Gables. I mean, vegan food. I was at, was it Full Bloom Vegan? I mean, Chris, the chef there, is fantastic. It just blew my mind. So you can eat really well, and so you can eat really well, and don't think it's just Cuban food, and it's just great food from all over.
Okay.
Now, my next stone for you when you're coming to Miami is don't worry about fitting in Miami. Miami is made for everybody.
right.
You've got the Golden Girls retirees. You've got the, you know, bachelorette party people. You got the fat, overweight, middle-aged guys are just coming here to eat and drink and have a good time. I mean, it takes everybody here in Miami, and you can really relax when you're here. That's what's cool about it. It's a big city where you can still chill out. I mean, that's one thing I do like about it here. And they're happy to take anybody that comes. So that's one of those nice things about Miami. It's really welcoming. Except for the service, which sounds silly, but when you're here, you'll understand. And then I want to finish off with one that for a lot of cities around the US, this isn't really a big helpful thing, but don't forget that Miami actually has a lot of public transport that you can actually use. Yes, there's the above ground trains you can take around to different parts, but if you're in different neighborhoods, you'll see these trolley buses that you can ride on and just go around the neighborhood. And a lot of times the public transportation is free. So it's like, hey, I can pay for some stuff, or I can do free and I can explore a bit. Because if you're here in the summer and the heat's beating down on you, why not hop on that trolley in Coral Gables and go a little bit farther and save yourself a few sweaty armpits, and so you can enjoy a few more mojitos and a few more fantastic food choices when you are here. All right, so whether you're coming here for a cruise or you're coming here for fun or coming here for work, I hope this helps you know some of the do's and don'ts of visiting Miami. So I wish you all the best, and I'll say bye from here on South Beach.
Wow, this is a perfect guide, a perfect travel guide. And I love the fact that, like, it's a place for everyone. Like, they accept, like, Miami accepts everyone, like he said, and that is so cool. But the thing about tips was so shocking to me. The fact that they had to include a service charge, like, after you pay for your food or pay for whatever you came there for, you still have to pay for the services. Like, I don't get it, right? It's okay if it is voluntary. Like, let me voluntarily give you this or tip you, not making it some kind of compulsory, right? That I must do that. I mean, it was so shocking for me. It was so shocking to me. That does not really exist in this part of the world where I live. And good thing to know that you must not drive. I mean, there are public transports, not like you have to think about, oh, how to drive down there or how to, rent a car and like do stuff. The fact that there are public transportation for you to use, I mean, there is Uber, there is taxis, lifts, and co. And then there is a general public transportation that is even free. Is mind blowing. And then, yeah, I love. It's a beautiful place that I love and would love to visit one of these days. And then food, because I'm a foodie. Yes, I'm a foodie, and I love the food that I saw. I mean, there is rice. I saw rice, all varieties of rice, and I saw some chops like snacks that you can just munch on, and it is good. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yes, I hope to remember all of this when I finally visit Miami. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really had a swell time, visiting Miami from the comfort of my home. Yes, I had a good time doing that, and I hope you enjoyed watching this on my channel. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more, and yeah, let me know what you think, your experiences. Have you been in Miami? Are you a foreigner? Are you a native? Let me know about Miami, more about it in the comment section, and I'll see you all in another one. Bye. Bye, guys.